If there's one thing keeping the Houston Texans relevant, his name is DW4, Deshaun Watson. And look, man, the guy just came out from being in Arizona for a week. He rented out this one place that has a gym, big pool, great views, and field right around that place in order to get some simulation, some practice, some timing down with his new receivers, his new running back. Look, it's come out. Jason Palmer came out and stated Deshaun Watson is really excited about this offseason, this offense that he says has a lot of speed. But the most important thing about that speed is really getting the timing down. And I believe I tweeted that earlier this week when it was reported that he was out in Arizona. Posted a couple of videos of those workouts out there as well, coming directly from his IG or some of his friends that were out there with him. And man, you could definitely tell. It doesn't take an expert to be able to tell that either Brandon Cooks was slowing down on some of the in routes that he was taking, or Deshaun Watson was holding on to the ball just a little bit longer in order for the receiver to make that cut, or was making the cut too fast to the point where Deshaun Watson was looking to make the throw and Cooks had already been past the route or the pass of that window where it usually is thrown. So definitely exciting things for them to be out there working on their craft. I think once they get their timing down, though, it is going to be exquisite.
Ooh.
Everybody's been looking forward to this NFL season because O'Brien seems to be a coach who now wants to spread the ball. I've come out and said that one of the biggest mistakes that the NFL media has been doing is really bashing the Texans when it comes to O'Brien. And because of the hate that they're giving O'Brien, they're basically saying that the team is trash. When really, I think we definitely have talent on this team. It could definitely be a top 3 in the AFC. And, you know, I don't shy away from saying they will go 13-3. Of course, if some of those games are removed from the schedule, I will have to adjust that, you know, because obviously you might not have certain teams that you're playing and all of that. But anyways, you know, so look, if they continue to talk smack about Deshaun Watson, I really feel bad for them. I think this is going to be an MVP year for Deshaun Watson. He has definitely a lot to prove. We had a great opportunity last year, and we really choked that away. That's in the players' minds. That's why they've been working so hard to get back on the field. But at the same time, as we are working hard, Chiefs are working hard, the Ravens are working hard, Steelers are working hard, and any other team that finds themselves to be in a competitive stage and really has the talent all around and has minimal holes either on either side of the ball. But yeah, man, it definitely was great to see. Now, Palmer mentioned that that Kenny Stills was out there. Didn't see any video on that, so interesting to see what happened as to why videos weren't posted for them. I know that for Brandon Cooks, it wasn't just him posting the videos, but it was someone that's close to him about it. Then obviously Deshaun Watson was posting some of those. So maybe I'm just reading a little bit into that. But man, definitely exciting. Look, I think when you can have 2 great running backs in the backfield, especially Duke Johnson. I think Duke Johnson doesn't get the credit that he deserves. 3rd and long plays that we had where he really converted on those. You're talking about 3rd and 15, 3rd and 18. I mean, just plays that coming out of the backfield he was catching, coming out of the backfield he was running, getting us close to being able to convert or take the option to go on it on 4th down. And then adding David Johnson to that, man. Look, I didn't say my thoughts on David Johnson is that he's not going to go back to 2016. I think 2016 was really a year of him showing up in the league where people were getting to know him as a player. It happens with everyone, right? You know, people are still adjusting to it. But the following years is really comes to prove what you are as a player. I think that he will have 1,000 rushing yards, if not more. I don't think he's going to eclipse 1,200. And then I would add anywhere from 300 to 500 receiving yards. And yeah, man, he definitely has to be up there north in the 10 zone of touchdowns, 10 to 12, whether it's not really him going 70 yards long to do a touchdown, but maybe it's 2 or 4 yards just to get into the end zone in the red zone. But he has to accumulate touchdowns. He has to put the defenses on their toe. They got to be able to really be alert to whether they're going to run the ball, they're going to throw the ball in the end zone. And if those two things are clicking, I think last year we had a hell of a time in the red zone. We definitely were one of the top teams to really convert on that. Had one of the best tight ends to convert on third down and third and goal. So look, the Texans just have to capitalize off this past year and really add more firepower to that, because as we were able to see, it was just not enough at the end of the day. Houston Texans really are an exciting thing to really set your mind to when it comes to this season, because every arrow points to them really taking a big step this year. But I could definitely see where teams before look like it's going to be that year and then they don't come through with it. I think, coming off of Deshaun's rookie year where he got injured, that sophomore year was a year that everyone was looking forward to. I'll say, okay, Deshaun's getting healthy. He might look a little rusty at the beginning. Man, but to go 0-3, I don't think anyone expected that. Think about it. We lost to a Giants team that was like really bad that year.
Trash.
It was great to be able to turn that around. But do I want to see that from the Texans every year? Go 0-3, have to make up for all that? I don't. I'd rather them take a big step from the start. That way, if they do drop a game here and there during the season, it's okay, because you've already really laid down that foundation for your record, for your season. But yeah, man, Deshaun Watson doing great things, man. I appreciate the fact that he's not just out there working on offense, but he's also had his Justin Reed out there and other friends really simulating the defensive part of it. And I hope the NFL really gets this thing done on the agreement of what they're going to do towards training camp, preseason, regular season, and how they're going to protect the players and everything. And I hope they get it done by tomorrow, because tomorrow they will have that call. Because to be honest, to not have an NFL this year with everything going on with the Texans, it's going to be tough, man. I really would hate to see that. But anyways, man, you guys take it easy on this Sunday. It is a new week. Set your mind, set your goal, write it down. It's not real until you write it down. You're able to look at it every day and make strides towards that. But anyways, you guys know what it is every day, baby. It's H-Town. Let's get it.